Once, in the midst of Buddha's teachings, a disciple named Ananda approached him with a heavy heart. Ananda had been grappling with the challenges of dealing with toxic people in his life. "Master," Ananda began, "I find it difficult to navigate the company of people who constantly bring negativity and strife into my life. How can I maintain my peace and inner balance when surrounded by such toxic individuals?" Buddha looked at Ananda with compassion, understanding the weight of his dilemma. He motioned for Ananda to sit beside him. "Ananda," Buddha began, "let me share with you a story that holds the wisdom you seek. In a distant village, there lived a skilled potter named Kavi. Kavi had a gift for crafting exquisite pottery that brought joy to many. One day, a merchant arrived in the village and admired Kavi's work. Impressed, the merchant approached Kavi and said, "Your pottery is exceptional. I wish to buy all your creations." Kavi was elated by the merchant's offer, but he had one condition. He said, "I am honored by your appreciation, but I cannot sell my pottery to you if you bring mud and impurities to mix into my clay." The merchant agreed and left, promising to return with pure clay for Kavi's creations. True to his word, the merchant returned with bags of pristine clay. Kavi's pottery flourished, and his creations became even more beautiful. Buddha paused, and Ananda looked at him curiously. "Master," Ananda asked, "what does this story teach us about dealing with toxic people?" Buddha smiled gently. "Ananda, much like Kavi guarded the purity of his clay, you must guard the purity of your mind and heart. Toxic people are like impurities that can tarnish your inner peace and balance. Just as Kavi refused to mix impurities with his clay, you have the choice to create boundaries and protect your well-being. Surround yourself with those who uplift and support your growth. When you encounter toxic individuals, maintain your inner peace by not allowing their negativity to contaminate your thoughts and emotions. Just as Kavi flourished when working with pure clay, you too will thrive when you surround yourself with positivity and maintain your own purity of mind." Ananda nodded, understanding the wisdom behind Buddha's words. With renewed clarity, he left Buddha's side, empowered to create boundaries and cultivate inner peace despite the presence of toxic people. The story teaches us that we have the power to protect our inner peace and well-being by setting boundaries and choosing the company of those who uplift and support us. Just as the potter guarded the purity of his clay, we can guard the purity of our minds from the influence of toxic individuals. The lesson to learn from this Buddha-inspired story is that we have the power to safeguard our inner peace and well-being by setting boundaries and choosing the company of positive influences. Guarding inner peace. Just as the potter, Kavi, protected the purity of his clay, we must prioritize the protection of our inner peace. Toxic people and their negativity can contaminate our thoughts and emotions, but we have the choice to prevent this contamination. Creating boundaries. Like Kavi's condition to the merchant, we have the right to set boundaries with toxic individuals. Establishing clear limits helps prevent their negativity from affecting our well-being. Choosing positive influences. Surrounding ourselves with people who uplift, support, and contribute positively to our lives is crucial. Just as Kavi's pottery flourished with pure clay, our own growth and well-being thrive when we engage with positive influences. Empowerment to choose. The story empowers us to make conscious choices about the people we allow into our lives. We can decide to distance ourselves from toxic individuals, reducing their impact on our thoughts and emotions. Maintaining purity of mind. By maintaining the purity of our thoughts and emotions, we can cultivate inner peace even when faced with negativity. Just as Kavi's creations were enhanced with pure clay, our own well-being is enhanced when we protect our minds from toxic influences. Taking responsibility. The story highlights our responsibility for our own well-being. We have the agency to choose who we interact with and how much influence they have over us. In essence, the story encourages us to take charge of our own mental and emotional well-being by being discerning about the company we keep. By maintaining boundaries and choosing positive influences, we can create an environment that nurtures our inner peace and growth. Recognizing toxic people can be important for maintaining your well-being and building healthy relationships. Here are some common signs to watch out for. Constant negativity. Toxic individuals tend to have a consistently negative outlook on life. They may complain, criticize, and focus on what's wrong rather than seeking solutions. Drama and conflict. They thrive on drama and tend to create or escalate conflicts. They may enjoy stirring up trouble and getting involved in arguments. Manipulation. Toxic people often manipulate situations or emotions to their advantage. They may use guilt, emotional blackmail, or other tactics to get what they want. Jealousy and envy. They may show jealousy and resentment towards your successes and achievements, rather than genuinely celebrating them. Lack of empathy. Toxic individuals may struggle to understand or care about your feelings. They might dismiss your emotions or even mock them. Self-centeredness. They tend to be focused on themselves and their needs without considering the well-being of others. Constant criticism. Toxic people may criticize you, belittle your accomplishments, or undermine your self-esteem. Gaslighting. They might use gaslighting techniques to make you doubt your own thoughts, feelings, and reality. Unreliable behavior. They frequently break promises, cancel plans, or fail to follow through on commitments. Boundary violations. Toxic individuals may disregard your boundaries, whether emotional, physical, or otherwise. Blame shifting. Instead of taking responsibility for their actions, they may shift blame onto others. Energy drain. Being around them leaves you feeling drained, anxious, or stressed rather than uplifted. Lack of reciprocity. Toxic people might take more than they give in the relationship, whether it's emotional support or favors. Isolation. They may discourage you from spending time with other friends or family, isolating you from your support network. Insincere apologies. If they apologize, it might lack sincerity and be followed by repeating the same harmful behaviors. It's important to remember that people can change, but it's also crucial to prioritize your well-being. If you recognize these signs in someone close to you, consider whether the relationship is healthy for you and whether boundaries need to be set or reconsidered. This was Wisdom Mindset. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos.